What is going on, everybody? We're back today with another episode of some weird tier list ranking video. Today, we're going to be ranking sandwiches from the Encyclopedia of Sandwiches. Now, I know a lot of people have kind of seen this one. A lot of people have been talking about like the sandwiches. There are 40 sandwiches to rank, and we are going to go ahead and get right into it here. So the very first one, we got a breakfast sandwich, bacon, egg, and cheese. It's fried egg, American cheese, and bacon. It's a pretty good one. It looks like here they kind of have it on kind of like a kind of specialty morning roll, if you will. I prefer mine on like a McDonald's biscuit kind of a bun. But not too many complaints. It's a pretty good sandwich, all things considered. I think that is going to be an A tier for me. Grilled cheese, man, you can't go wrong with a grilled cheese. It's a very simplistic sandwich, only 2, sometimes 3 ingredients. A little bit of toasted butter, or a little bit of, you toast it with the butter. Gets that nice kind of that nice kind of salty, fatty taste on the sides. It's also probably going to be an A tier sandwich. One of the better sandwiches on the list. A childhood favorite, paired with a little bit of tomato soup as well. Pulled pork sandwich is one of my favorite sandwiches of all time. Definitely going to be probably like a top 3, top 4 sandwich. Typically, if I go to a barbecue restaurant, it's the first thing I'm looking for is a pulled pork sandwich. A little bit of slaw on top of that bad boy, loaded up with barbecue sauce. Delicious. A banh mi is honestly okay as well. Meat, pickle, vegetables, cilantro, and mayo. Love mayo. Kind of depends on the meat. It's going to be on it. Sometimes can vary a little bit, but overall it's still a good one. You got those nice pickled veggies, give it a little bit of that bitter flavor. A little bit of that vinegar in there. And who can go wrong with cilantro? Obviously, a lot of people might have that gene. Makes it taste like soap. Kind of thinking I have the cilantro gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. However, I still like it. But I do notice it's a very pungent flavor to me. So I'm not sure, but I think I just like the taste of soap. Standard BLT. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the B tier as well. It's simplistic. I'm not a big lettuce fan. I'm not a huge tomato fan. I got no problems with either of them, and I'll eat them gladly on any sandwich. But, they're kind of just there as afterthoughts, in my opinion. They're not the focal point. And in a BLT, the focal point is the bacon. Now, I'll tell you first and foremost, I love bacon, but I don't love bacon on things. As like an add-on to like mac and cheese, I'm not feeling it. I like bacon plain, just a nice crispy strip of bacon going right in my mouth. But on a sandwich, it's too much in my opinion. I'm not a big BLT guy. Italian sub, that's going to be top 2 for sure. A variety of cured meats, oil, vinegar, onion, and lettuce. Kind of a strange Italian sub. It's not typically what you're going to see. It's usually more of like you get some cheese, you got maybe your capicola can be on there, you got your pepperoni, you got your salami. Get those bad boys on there. Get a little bit of like some mustard in there, maybe some lettuce as well, some olives. That's an Italian sub right there. But honestly, like one of my favorite sandwiches. I love Italians, love pepperoni, love salami. They're like 2 of my favorite meats. Fantastic. One of the worst sandwiches I've ever seen is this weird Thanksgiving sandwich. I didn't realize that it was this old of a sandwich. I'm not sure when this Encyclopedia of Sandwiches was released. I thought this was more of like a new age thing, but I already don't like turkey dinner foods. Like turkey, the cranberry sauce is kind of gross. I'm a fan of stuffing, but a lot of things served like the potato, even like mashed potatoes, I'm not a huge fan of. Putting it all together and throwing it on a roll or a piece of bread, not for me. I think it's gross. I would not touch that. Lobster roll, probably a C tier. It's not bad. I'm not looking for like a fish sandwich to eat though. I don't typically I like a piece of fish or I like some seafood. I don't love like a fish sandwich typically. The lobster roll, it's usually like lobster, celery, and mayo. Not a big celery fan. It's kind of weird tasting. It's kind of bland as well. There's not a whole lot of like flavor in lobster rolls typically. I did have one that was a cheddar lobster roll and had like cheddar cheese like oozing over the top. That was excellent, but that's because I like cheese. Turkey club, probably going to be like a C tier sandwich. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. I'm not a big turkey fan. Typically, it's kind of just like your turkey, your lettuce, and your tomato is like your standard sandwich. Maybe you get a little bit of cheese on there as well. But it's kind of boring overall, in my opinion. It doesn't have any flavor. Turkey's not my meat. Just not for me. I'm going to go ahead and put a tuna melt in the bottom. I really don't like tuna more than anything. Now, I do think that it is like... I do think it's better than the Thanksgiving sandwich, but 10 times out of 10, I'll take the lobster roll and the turkey club over the tuna. Tuna just has this weird taste to me. I don't know. A lot of people used to eat it when they were kids, and they think that it's actually like pretty good. I just can't. I can't stomach it, man. Fried chicken sandwich. This is a weird one, right? I'm gonna kind of like. I'm gonna say that this is like a, just like a chicken sandwich, I guess. It seems like I'm not big into like a fried chicken sandwich necessarily, but a nice like breaded chicken that's not too greasy is kind of right up my alley. Probably not the first thing I would order on a menu, but if it was available, you know, maybe once in a while I'd give it a try. Cheesesteak sandwich, kind of in that same boat. Not the first thing I'm going to order. You got your beef, your cheese, your onions. It's a simple sandwich known throughout Philadelphia. Pretty good sandwich overall. Just like I'm not into beef. Like I prefer a different meat, I guess, is my problem. Like the onions are fine. The chopped onions on there are totally fine with me. Obviously, I love cheese. But the beef, it's kind of leaving a little bit to be desired. It's a little bit bland in my opinion. Kind of needs some flavor to the meat. Cuban or Cubano, one of the best sandwiches ever created, right up there with the Italian sub. These two are 1, 2 in no particular order. You got your ham, your pork, your cheese, your pickles, your spicy mustard. Has to be that spicy mustard. That is what's important. If you're putting that weird yellow mustard on there, it ain't for me, fam. The pickles, the ham, the pork, it all melds together into this one delicious bite. A Cuban, one of the best sandwiches ever created. Another S tier delight here. You got the meatball sub, probably just a little bit below this this Italian sub here. But I mean, if I'm going to Subway, I'm picking up a meatball sub all the time, man. You got meatballs, you got some sauce, you got some mozzarella. I like to do a little bit of mayonnaise. I know it's weird. I apologize in advance, and most people are gonna think that's gross. But I like a little bit of mayonnaise on my meatball sub. Delicious. I have no fucking idea what this is. This is a croque monsieur. It looks like it's ham, Gruyere cheese, bechamel. I have no idea what this is. I would not order this. This looks fucking disgusting. It looks like you just did it's ham bread and then cheese melted over top. Not for me. I don't know what a croque monsieur is, but not in it. A croque madame. It's probably the exact same thing as the other one. It's kind of hard to tell. This looks like ham. I can't read that. It looks like bechamel, Gruyere, Dijon mustard, and a fried egg. I'm not into fried eggs already. And then just this combination, and even the look of it, man, that just looks bad. Who wants to eat these? I don't know what croque means, but I think I might croak if I eat one of these. Next up, you got your standard Reuben. I'm okay with a Reuben. I got no real problems. I'm not huge into sauerkraut, so typically I don't order a Reuben. But honestly, when you eat it, it's not that bad. It's got that good corned beef and a little bit of Swiss. Typically it's Swiss. Sometimes you'll see like some provolone on there as well. Kind of an odd flavored sandwich. It's not something that like we'll just have that today. It's kind of more like one of those seek out sandwiches. You want a Reuben, you're in the mood for a Reuben, so you go out, pick it up. Got that Russian dressing on it. Overall, not bad. A Gyro, a Gyro, a Gyro, or a Gyro, or a Hero. So many different ways to pronounce this one. I usually say Gyro, but what do I know, right? A pretty standard eat. I don't. It's more of a taco in my opinion, usually, or a wrap than it is actually a sandwich. But you got your meats, you got your onions typically in there, a little bit of lettuce, tomato. I like a little bit of guac on mine as well, and then that tzatziki sauce. Pretty good overall. Probably not a sandwich that I would like sit down and want necessarily. It's just kind of one of those things where we're going out and it's, this place is known for how good they are, so we'll pick one up. That's my my gyro little hole that it fits in, right? It's got a little pocket, and that's the pocket. You're going to a place specifically for it. You're not just sitting down and picking one up at your local Subway. A po' boy, absolutely disgusting. I don't understand why people fucking eat this. It's just a bunch of fried fucking seafood and hot sauce. It's gross. There's probably, like, this says it's got lettuce, tomato, pickles, and mayo on it. You wouldn't fucking know it, dude. It literally is just like fried shrimp and hot sauce. Gross. I don't understand the appeal. I think it's bad. I don't think anyone should eat it. Caprice. Honestly, I'm not really into caprices, and it's weird, right? It's basically a grilled cheese. It's typically mozzarella, tomato, and like a lot of olive oil. This also says basil. It doesn't have any flavor. First off, like it's just a cheese sandwich. And I don't know, maybe it has to do with the nostalgia of eating grilled cheese when I was a kid. But every time I've had a caprice, I'm like, this is just salt and bread, and it's not what I want. It's not like this bad. Like, it's not a bad sandwich. I just don't want to eat it. You know, I'm never like, oh, you know, we should get some caprices today. That's just not happening, man. This is a patty melt. I have no idea what an actual patty melt is supposed to be. It looks like it's ground beef patty, cheese, and caramelized onions. So it's a cheesesteak. It's a worse cheesesteak. I don't know. You know what? This shows some pickles. Put some pickles on. I'm gonna leave it in the C tier. However, if you're putting pickles on it, it's probably gonna go up to the B tier. I love pickles. Just kind of seems like a cheesesteak on different bread. Not really into it, honestly. Egg salad sandwich is disgusting. I don't even think I need to talk about this. No one's eating this. Nobody, it's 2021. No one is going out and having a fucking egg salad sandwich unless you were like beaten as a kid, man. Like, this is disgusting. If your parents didn't love you and they sent you to school with an egg salad sandwich, like, this is how you know. This is how you know that you are not the loved one in the family. It's just eggs. It's eggs and fucking lettuce. Gross. Not really into the French dip. I don't really like an au jus sauce very much, and it's usually like a roast beef. This is like the Arby's sandwich, the thing that they're known for. I'm not into it. It's just bad. I don't know. It's got this like, it's almost like soy sauce you're dipping it in. It's just so salty. Not good. This is just a peanut butter and jelly. Look, I'm gonna put it in the A tier. I'm sorry. I know. First off, who's not putting banana on their PB&Js, right? Like, I almost think like a banana and peanut butter sandwich could be like an upper echelon. I do like jelly though, don't get me wrong. I'm probably looking at about 70-30 on the split between peanut butter and jelly. But I'm also putting bananas on that bad boy. But that's a feel good lunch sandwich. You're not making a meal out of it. It's not a feast. But man, you're looking at a PB&J, you know you got a good lunch today. This is something I've never seen before. This is a torta. This looks to be another pocket of sorts. Steak, beans, lettuce, tomato, avocado, and fuck is that? Oh, is it? It's cottage cheese, huh? Okay. Honestly, that doesn't sound bad. It's kind of burgery with some beans. I would eat that. I mean, I'm not like starving for it, right? But like, that looks pretty good. This nice little pocket thing. It's kind of burger layered. You got some beans in there. It's got a little Mexican flair, maybe. That looks pretty good. I think I would be happy to eat that. Here's your roast beef sandwich. You know, another Arby's classic staple. This is probably even more so the Arby's staple, if I had to say so. You know, it's just roast beef, barbecue, or horseradish. And sometimes some cheddar cheese or something. Again, not my sandwich. Same with the French dip. I don't like Arby's. This is why. These are two of their prime staple sandwiches. Not a big fan of roast beef. And these sandwiches are boring. There's no cheese. It's just meat. It's just a meat mountain, and I'm not into that. What the fuck is this? This is disgusting. No one's eating this. This is a jambon beurre or burr. It's just ham and butter. It's just a toasted ham sandwich with some fucking salt. I don't know. No one's eating this. This is strange. This is not like a sandwich that you're getting. This is like you're low on food for the week. You got a tight budget. You can afford a little bit of ham. You got butter already in the fridge, and you're grabbing some cheap bread. This is not a good sandwich. Please don't eat this. Tonkatsu is usually a pork sandwich, I think. I've never actually had tonkatsu. I'm gonna put it in the D tier because I think it's better than this garbage. Honestly, well, you know what? It's fried pork chop, it says, with mayo and tonkatsu sauce. I don't know what tonkatsu sauce tastes like. I can't imagine it's that bad. It's a Japanese sandwich, I think. Or at least we'll say an Asian sandwich. I don't want to look too stupid. I want to say it's Japanese though. This shouldn't mess anything up here. Tonkatsu is... Okay, yeah, so it's basically just fried pork is what it means. Tonkatsu sauce looks to be kind of like a maybe an Asian a barbecue sauce, kinda. Yeah. It's like an Asian barbecue sauce. It's Japanese. Okay, it is Japanese. Thank God. I'm gonna move that up to the B tier, dude. That sounds pretty good. I think I would eat that. It's just barbecue. It's like a pulled pork sandwich, but Japanese style. It's got some mayo on there. That bad boy looks pretty good. Monte Cristo, kind of a well-known sandwich. It's a weird like fried turkey sandwich, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's ham, turkey, Swiss cheese, fried, and then served with jam. Now, I don't know what kind of jam you're serving it with. If it's actually like a jelly style jam, I ain't doing that. But just the sandwich alone, it's probably fine. I would put it on par with like the Reuben and the cheesesteak. It's you know, ham, turkey, and cheese. That's fine. This is your standard ham and cheese. I'm gonna leave it up there. Again, not my preferred sandwich, right? Not something I'm gonna sit down and take a couple bites out of and be like, man, this hits the spot. Just ham. It's ham and cheese. But I will say, if you're turning this into a sub, right, and it's long and it's got nice, like it's got some mustard, it's got some mayo, maybe a little bit of like chipotle sauce on top. You get some pickles on that bad boy. It can become an A tier sandwich. But your typical ham and cheese is gonna be like your white bread. You slap your ham on there, you slap your cheese, maybe a little bit of mustard, and then top it with the lettuce. Not my favorite. A bagel with lox. That's gonna be a bagel with salmon, basically small, very thin salmon slices on top. I'll put it in the C tier because it's not revolting, but I don't like bagel with lox. Bagel's good, cream cheese good. Smoked salmon, not my thing. Very weird place to put it, in my opinion. Just slap it on top of a bagel, and next thing you know, you're eating a salmon sandwich. Just kind of sounds bad. A falafel pita. Again, another wrap pocket style thing. I actually think a falafel pita is pretty good. I believe it's like hummus balls or chickpea balls or something at least similar. It's kind of those like glutinous chunk balls of falafel. You get that wrapped in a nice warm pita, and then you get all the good stuff in there, right? You get the tomato, the onion, you get a little bit of cheese in there, some pickles sometimes, even though people kind of look at you weird when you ask for pickles, and lettuce. Get that all wrapped up, and it's got a nice homogeneous taste to it, without being like weird. It doesn't have that overly gritty meat that you might get in like a roast beef style sandwich, or even sometimes like a turkey sandwich. It's pretty good. Chicken salad sandwich. Dude, this is down there with this fucking egg salad. No one's fucking eating this. No one is it's literally chicken, mayo, and like celery. And that's fucking it. No one is eating that in 2021. There are so many options and so many different foods that you can eat. No one's eating a fucking chopped chicken salad sandwich. Gross. Stop it. A veggie and hummus. I'm gonna put that down on the bottom, I think. The way they describe it here: cucumber, tomato, avocado, carrot, sprouts, and hummus. Bad. That's gross. Don't eat that, right? You get maybe some pickles on there, though. Maybe you actually put some cheese on there as well. It can maybe boost it up to the C tier, but like, I'm not choosing to eat this. The best damn thing on it is hummus. Who's like, oh, I can't wait to get the hummus today? No one. Bad sandwich. I'm gonna put the bologna sandwich in the C tier, and then I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I eat bologna sandwiches. I've had them. Probably the most recent like at-home sandwich I've had is a bologna sandwich. I like bologna. I know it's not me. I know there's literally nothing good for you in it other than salt, but it's got a good taste, a little bit of that smokiness. Not too bad. It's got like a little bit of, not spice necessarily, but a little bit of flavor, something special to it. You get some cheese on there. I like Munster. Top it off with some mayo and some mustard, and you're done. That's a sandwich right there. But it's bad. Don't eat that. Italian beef. This is roast beef, green peppers, and I can't read that, but it looks like Giardia, and I think that's like an STD or something. Probably the same as the bologna, right? Like it's another one of these weird roast beef sandwiches. You get some green peppers in there, and so a word there's too many letters in it, and I can't read it. It's too tiny. Probably maybe a cheese or some sort of special topping. Just doesn't look all that appetizing. Kentucky hot brown, turkey, bacon, tomato, and Mornay. What the fuck is Mornay sauce? Dude, first off, I don't know if it says Kentucky, so it might be. This looks like the Confederate fucking flag, all right? Like, you already know if it's a Confederate flag looking sandwich, it's a bad sandwich. No one is looking at that and being like, that shit looks appetizing. This looks like a fucking like hollandaise sauce with like some bacon and tomato. No, that's bad. Don't fucking eat this shit. Don't make this shit. This should disappear. A bocadillo, jamon, bread rubbed with cut tomato. That says bread rubbed with cut tomato. You're not even eating the tomato. They just rub the damn tomato on there and they throw that shit away. I don't know. I'm gonna put it above it because it's not a Kentucky hot brown. But that looks kind of bad. Like, I think it is literally just jamon, which I think is ham, or maybe like fried ham or cooked ham or raw. I don't know. I do think it's ham though. Just doesn't look all that appetizing. Liverwurst. Yeah, you can already guess where that's going. It's already got worst in the name. Just kind of a bad sandwich, because liverwurst tastes bad. It doesn't really matter what you put on it. Still gonna be fucking liver. And last but not least, the cucumber tea. I have no idea what this is. This is cucumber and unsalted butter. Now, I have two problems with this sandwich. One is that the main ingredient is cucumber. It's just cucumber on bread. That's gross. Just eat wet bread. You're going to get the same flavor. And unsalted butter? Unsalted? There's no flavor in this. Who designed this? This is illegal, dude. What is this? Unsalted butter and cucumber. And you go, that's a fucking meal. Absolutely not, you fucking psychos. Oh. All right, let's look back through here. I think I might change this up a little bit. This is all looking pretty good. D and C look pretty good. I honestly, dude, I kind of think the torta is gonna make its way up. And I think the tonkatsu might make its way up too. I've never had either of these, but they both are something that I think I would be very interested in having. The ham and cheese also sounds pretty good. Now that I'm looking at these sandwiches, I'm starting to get a little hungry. But I think this is going to be my overall list. Obviously, the top four, get the Italian sub, the Cubano, the meatball sub, and the pulled pork. Absolutely delicious. And if I could make even a further down tier, I would. It would probably have the chicken salad sandwich, the Thanksgiving sandwich, the cucumber tea, and the egg salad sandwich, I think would all fall down. I'd be willing to try the liverwurst sandwich before I try an egg salad sandwich for sure. And then I think I'd make even another tier further down called racist, and we'd throw Kentucky hot brown down there, because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to look like the fucking Confederate flag. Anyways, that is going to be my list. I do hope that you all enjoyed this very strange sandwich episode. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for another ranking tier list video.